My mother abandoned me on a doorstep when I was a baby. No father was involved, so my grandparents decided to adopt me. They raised me like one of their own, couldn't have asked for better. It was always weird when my family would visit though, like I was the black sheep and shouldn't exist vibes, especially when my birth mom would bring my brother around. Being a small kid, it was always in my head, what did I do that made her get rid of me but keep my brother? But I was fine, I enjoyed my grandparents and that was enough for me. I turned 16 and my grandma unfortunately passed away with cancer, leaving me and my grandpa. That's when everything went downhill. We got home and everything that was hers was gone except for some clothes and items here and there. It was like I wasn't her kid and my grandpa didn't matter. A few years went by. I managed to graduate and get through trade school. Grandpa was diagnosed with cancer, but he managed to walk me down the aisle before he passed away a month later. I was just 27 and having to deal with a burial. Distraught and lost, just going through the motions of losing a parent. Me and my husband were in the parking lot of the cremation building, getting things in order, not really concerned with a will or anything, when the oldest of my grandma's children approached us. My grandma's first husband passed away, and she remarried my grandpa, who had no biological children other than legally adopting me. She approached us with a pile of paperwork, asking what I was going to do with the inheritance, which I didn't know at the time, but I was the only one in the will. This was not even 24 hours after I saw his body for the last time. Turns out my grandpa had an attorney set up to settle the estate, the will and everything. I was in shock at the inheritance. I had no idea how much he had saved. It was enough that I could retire, but that wasn't on my mind at all. I had a house to go through and everything else. Me and my husband were packing boxes, making runs to the dump or donation center when another of my grandma's daughters approached. Grandma had 3 daughters. I hadn't seen or heard from her in 6 years, but she demanded I give each one of them $20,000 and said if I did, I might be allowed back into the family. When I didn't respond, she acted like she was going to throw hands. I was in shock, not knowing how to respond at all, just speechless. The attorney pulled up into the driveway and he and my husband got her off the property. I was just thinking to myself, am I selfish? What did I do? I legally can't even touch the inheritance yet, and I have people demanding money. I never had time to grieve. Or process. Sorry for the long rant, I'm just confused, hurt, and feeling alone, wondering if I should have given them money. Am I the a-hole? Update. Just got this email from my mother, one of the 3 daughters, who I haven't heard from since my grandmother's funeral about 12 years ago, asking for $250,000 so she can pay her house off. She said I need to make this right by giving her the money. It just sucks. I appreciate you guys being on my side, but hearing this coming from my own mother makes me feel like a real crappy person. I'm hoping moving away and starting a new life helps. I just feel super alone, other than my husband, not having anyone to talk to anymore, and seeing the true nature of my relatives.